Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Zammy here with a new kind of video for us today. I'm just going to be on the Crew 2 here, kind of cruising, talking about the state of the channel, where we're at, my live stream, all that kind of stuff. So if you feel like that's something you want to watch, go ahead and keep enjoying the content as we cruise through the sunny beachfront of California on our way up to where Montana, like Wyoming, Yellowstone area should be, is my first goal. I'm not obeying traffic laws at all in this game, because it's a video game. Always stop at your stop signs in real life, though, please. Especially if you are on a motorcycle. It is twice as deadly if you are on a motorcycle, at least. First thing I want to touch on today in this quick little episode is my streaming schedule. I haven't really announced any sort of a schedule so far, so I kind of wanted to get ahead of the curve here and announce that I will be streaming every day. You know, of course, if something happens, I won't be streaming, but every day except for Wednesday and Thursday. As of right now, I actually quit my day job because I was able to save up enough money to be able to do YouTube and streaming full-time. So I will be doing a full-time streaming career, trying to do right now 8 hours a day, hopefully going to switch it up to 12, and that'll be, like I said, Friday through Tuesday on the days that I do it. YouTube uploads are going to continue pretty regularly. Now that I'm not working 12 hours a day in the job I worked in corrections, I'm going to be able to do daily uploads again for you guys, which will be super nice. Hopefully get the subscribers going back up, help with my mental health a little bit too, would be kind of nice. Take this corner. Ooh, little wash bay. Can I get the bike a quick wash here? This is not an off-road motorcycle. What am I doing? And this is closed. Okay. The game's not that immersive. Perfect. You know, like I said, though, just going to be cruising on up to the Montana, Wyoming area. Bought this game on Steam. It was about $10, and I remember playing it on my Xbox back when I used to use Xbox instead of PC, and I loved just cruising in this game, man. I mean, it's beautiful. Look at this, like, scenery. The RTX just works really well in the Crew. I like the front-facing camera while you're riding the motorcycle. Kind of gives you more of a kind of a real experience. Touching back on the YouTube / streaming schedule, though, I'm gonna try to finish up Spider-Man Miles Morales. I'm gonna do 1 to 2 episodes of that a day, just depending on how much I can relatively get done. Gonna record a lot of that tomorrow, probably 5 or 6 episodes worth. And I don't know if I'm gonna do 1 a day or 2 a day, how I'm really gonna go about doing my schedule. But after that, it's kind of just gonna be probably a short game until December 14th. Because on December 14th, The Witcher 3, which is a game I recently bought because of Black Friday, actually gets a huge update to where they're updating the graphics to new-gen console standards, which is going to be massive for me, because I can't stand playing old games, especially with the computer I have. I bought it specifically to run higher resolution, better graphics games to make videos for you guys. So I'm waiting on that update to come out on the 14th. And when that does, I'll be making VOD uploads. That's going to be my new stream game. So I'll be making full stream uploads of that game. I hear it takes about 110, 120 hours to fully play that game. So hopefully it'll keep me busy on stream for a couple of weeks, maybe. 2-3 weeks, I'm hoping at least. Ooh, a little deer on the road. That was dangerous. After that, man, I really don't have any like permanent-ish ideas to really upload anything to the channel. I mean, overall, I'm just kind of winging it with you guys, seeing what works well. You guys have been enjoying the Spider-Man content a lot, which is real nice. I appreciate that, as always. Really thankful anytime I get any amount of views or any subscriber, anything like that. I'm going to put a quick link here on screen, or at least the name of my Twitch channel. So if you do end up subbing to me here, you can go ahead and follow me there as well if you catch live streams, or if you just want to show your support in any way, I would really, really appreciate it. Really trying my hardest to make this a job for us. That way I can get you guys a little more content, get better at making videos too. Just got a new recording software not too long ago, as well as an editing platform. So hopefully my videos are turning out just a little bit better for you guys. God, I have to say though, this game is just beautiful. I wish the camera was tilted just a little more up though. Just a little bit would be awesome. Ooh, tunnel cruise, let's get it. Oh, I love the tunnels, man. They sound so good. Dude, everything in this game, down to the sounds of exhausts in different, like, areas of the game, has been thoroughly thought through. This is really one of the... It's one of the better games I've seen come out in a really long time. Another tunnel. Let's get it. Oh, I love it. It's so good. Taking these tight little corners. Ooh, it's a nice Camaro. Gotta love it. Yeah, man, I just wanted to make a video and kind of just cruise with you guys a bit, let you know kind of what I'm all about, where the channel's headed, and what I'm trying to do with it. Let you know I'm not trying to do like a part-time thing, one video a week, or, you know, anything like that. I did drop off for a bit there because my job switched me from 8s to 12s, wasn't able to make videos for a little while. But that's alright, we're back at it now. Let's hit this tunnel. Let's pick up some speed. Hear that exhaust note. Oh, shit. I love it. Let's see, where are we? Coast Range 4, Bay Area 5 miles. All right. God, man, I know I've said it, but look how beautiful this game is, man. I also wish the camera wasn't like a snap feature. That's kind of annoying. I wish it just kind of rolled on, but what are you gonna do, you know? Let's get up the hill. Ooh, and it's turning nighttime. We'll have a little night cruise in here. 4 miles to go to the Bay Area. Now, I wonder if Bugs is chilling down here anywhere. I know, and Polecat used to upload a few of these videos every once in a while, just these cruising videos like this. Hello, Semi, please don't murder me, thank you. God, I really wish they would make like a motorcycle handlebar. Drive away, what? Oh God, let's get it. I need to go 776 yards. Go, go, go!
It's simple. Doing things gets you followers.
Was I just about to die?
The more you have, the more you'll be invited to do cool new things where you can earn even more followers. And bucks. Big bucks. Which we can use to buy all the cool stuff we want.
Oh, goody. You know, I'm super glad I almost died to get some followers. That's cool. Okay, back on the road. Speed limit 50. No. We don't abide by those limits. This is a video game, sir, and there are no consequences for my action. For example. Do not do that in real life, please. You will get really, really hurt. Disclaimer. What's down here? Screw it, man. We're on a cruise. Let's take a peek. I've never really explored this map. I've played this game probably about 5 hours in total on Xbox. I got enough to get the Harley, the one I'm riding right now, and the Sportster, because I actually owned a Sportster at the time. And I never actually did anything other than just drive around in the game, man. I mean, why would you do anything else? It's beautiful. Ah, sorry. Oh, that's fine. Their windshield's fine, surely, right? Yeah, that's alright. Alright, so this is just a parking lot to get to the boat launch. Let's get the hell out of here. Cut that corner close, almost hit the dirt. Ah, was that a bunny? Damn near killed a bunny. Ma'am, may I say... Excuse me, ma'am, I'm trying to compliment you. Never mind. I'll leave you alone, sorry. I forgot I'm on a motorcycle. Everyone's scared of me. No, like I was saying, though, I used to actually have a Harley-Davidson Sportster. That was my first ever motorcycle that I ever owned, other than a moped that I bought when I was 19. Was a 2016 Harley-Davidson Sportster Super Low in red with a Vance & Hines exhaust. That thing was awesome. I have only good memories of that. Only reason I ever actually got rid of that bike was because I was riding on the highway with my girlfriend as a passenger, and it wasn't big enough. The motor just wasn't capable. I'm a bigger dude myself, as you can see if you watch any of the VODs and stuff. And the Sportster 883, which is what I had, just doesn't have enough power to go more than like 60 on the highway with 2 people. And the speed limit in Montana here is 80 on most highways and areas. So, you know, going close to 3/4 or less of the speed limit is in itself dangerous, because you get people coming up behind you too quick. They don't realize your speed. Someone looks down at their phone, all of a sudden you as a motorcyclist with a passenger are getting rear-ended. So I actually traded that bike up to a 2018 Harley-Davidson Lowrider. Now that was a sick bike. That had a black paint job with blue and red scallops, is what they're called. They're just like little like spikes painted into the paint job, is how I would explain it. I don't really know. I'm not super into Harley or classic bikes like that. I guess it was kind of a homage back to the old school lowrider type Harleys they used to make in like the 70s and 80s. Maybe even into the 90s, I'm not sure. That bike was a little expensive for me, though, for what I started doing for work. So I got rid of that and bought a 2018 Harley-Davidson Street Rod. And that bike was so much fun. But with as big as I was, I just couldn't stand riding it for more than maybe a half hour at a time without being super, super uncomfortable. So instead of risking the comfort of my butt, I got rid of that bike. Eventually sold it to a dude in Wyoming, actually. Came up and picked it up because it was like the rare blue color. Put a picture of it here on screen so you can check it out. And on top of it being sold, I went and got a 2005 Sportster 883, which is kind of counterintuitive, because you would think I would have just kept the newer one for close to the same price. But, you know, I decided I didn't really need to be able to drive on the highway, and ended up getting the Sportster. I took my brother for a ride on it. He's about my size. Wanted to give him a ride on a motorcycle to let him know how it felt and everything. He was considering buying one at the time. And we hit a pothole. And the Sportster I had, I don't know if I have a picture of it. I'll put one up if I do, but if not, it's whatever. It was lowered. It had lowering springs on it, so it only sat, God, probably 2 or 3 inches off the ground. Or like off the tire for the rear fender. So when we hit that pothole, my brother's rear seat on the bike came slamming down onto the wiring harness and literally cut out all of the electronics. The bike still ran, but it needed a new wiring harness. So I ended up taking it into the Harley dealer here in town, and I traded it in for a 2011 Suzuki Boulevard M109R Boss. It's the limited edition model with the orange stripe down the center and the black paint job. Super cool bike. I've had that bike for, God, like 2 or 3 years now. Ride it every chance I get in the summer. It's an awesome bike. I know I have pictures of that. I'll put them up here on the screen for you. I love that bike, man. It's so comfortable. It's good for like long cruises. It's got a ton of power. I think it's got like 125 horsepower for like a 600-pound bike. It's nuts. The power of that bike delivers and the torque that it has is just insane. People literally build them up to be like drag bikes. I don't, of course, because, you know, no monies. But whatever. My dream bike, though, if I had to say what like a dream motorcycle would be, would definitely be like a newer Harley Davidson Road King. Just because I like the name Road King, and I've actually driven one and I loved it. I had an option to buy a super nice orange one that was like all painted with flames and skulls, and like it was all brush painted with like an airbrush and everything. It was sick. Such a cool bike. But I think the payment was going to be like $410 a month or something. And that just at the time for me was not an option. It just wasn't doable with the budget that I try to keep. I try to live my life off of what minimum wage salary would bring me, and that definitely did not fit in the budget. Haven't made minimum wage in, you know, 7 or 8 years, but that's not the point, damn it. If you always live off of minimum wage, you can always guarantee you can pay your bills. Because you can always go work at McDonald's for less than everyone else and pay your bills that way. At least until you find something better. That's my thought on it. But yeah, I really wanted that bike. It had bags, and it was lowered, and it was so cool. But it was just an opportunity that I had to pass on at the time. And then they sold it like a week later, and I didn't really regret my decision, which is nice. And I used to sell cars, so I always tell everybody, you know, everybody I know, if you're going to buy a car, or a motorcycle, or a scooter, or literally anything, you know, get all the numbers right in your head where you think you want to be at, and then take at least a day. I mean, if you finish negotiating numbers at 4 p.m., I don't want to see you back in that dealership or that store or wherever till 4 p.m. at least the next day. Because that gives you plenty of time to wake up, have your morning coffee, your morning hot cocoa, whatever you do for you non-caffeinated people like myself. And, you know, make your decision thoroughly and actually get time to think about it. Is this another blue Charger? It is. What is with that steel blue color? It is beautiful. Let me take behind it real quick so we can get a nice shot of it in the sun. Come on, then. Go faster. Come on, then. Speed up. Get in the sunlight. Come on, it's just up here. Let's go. Oh, never mind. Ooh, there it is. Damn. It's a pretty color, man. I like that color a lot. Super nice. But yeah, no, it's super important to take your time making decisions like that, especially if it's a financial decision, like a car payment, a motorcycle payment, anything like that. Something that's going to last a while like that. You know, 5, 6, 7 years, however long you take out your loans for, depending on your payment and all that. I mean, you definitely want to just take your time. Make sure it's actually what you want. And you're not being, you know, not necessarily pressured, but maybe coerced a little bit into buying something that might be a little bit out of your price range or might not be exactly what you want. Especially if you're buying a Harley, because you can make any Harley be what you want it to be. So you might as well find one that's going to fit what you want. Otherwise, you're going to spend... Ooh, almost missed my turn. Otherwise, you're going to spend, you know, 15, 20 grand over the next 7 years while you're paying off your motorcycle. Just upgrading it, putting a, you know, maybe a bigger motor in it if you want something with a bigger motor, a little faster. Putting a new exhaust on it, maybe, if it's not loud enough. Putting a, you know, a shroud on it like this one I'm driving in game has, so you can get a little bit of wind blockage while you're riding on the highway at 85, 90 miles an hour. I won't tell no one if you don't. Back to the original reason for making the video, though. Just wanted to kind of hop in here and make sure you guys knew what exactly I'm looking to do with the channel, you know. It's not going to be something that I'm getting rid of anytime soon. I'm not going to quit. I want to make this a career for myself and do this. I love playing video games, as most people do. I think I'm a funny enough guy in the videos I try to be funny in, and I think I can learn to edit a little better and just improve my content and the quality of it over time. Also, the streaming thing. I mean, I got friends that sit in the stream with me every day. Well, usually every day. My brother and his buddy work 3 days a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the first 3 days I'm streaming, they're not going to be there. But the other 2 they will, and then my buddy Jake will be in there playing Warzone, stuff like that with me, and maybe doing some other stuff, playing Fall Guys, Among Us maybe, things like that. Yeah, I don't really know what direction I want to take the channel in. You know, whether I want to go hardcore playthrough, try to do maybe a playthrough with like some funny moments videos mixed in, just switch to like updating like stream VODs and do like just stream videos and all that. I'm not really too sure. We'll figure it out as the channel grows with the community and everyone, you know, just gets together and helps me figure out what content I can make that'll be the best with my ability for you guys to enjoy. I do have a Discord that I'll link in the description of this video. If you're interested, I'll figure out how to get a Discord invite sent in the link of the video here for you, so you can join that if you're interested. I'll probably start throwing that in all the descriptions of my upcoming videos, including all my playthroughs, everything like that. I'm usually in there at least a couple hours a day, hanging out with some people and talking to my buddies and everything in there. So if you want to hop on in, it's more than fine with me. I'd love to talk to some of you guys and see, you know, kind of what you thought of my videos and how I can improve and everything. My channel's only been around for a couple of years total, probably, you know, a year and a month or so of actually taking it seriously, or semi-seriously, and, you know, there's always room for improvement in anything you do in life. Let's get up a nice little bit of speed here, that exhaust note. Oh, yeah. Man, this is the kind of wilderness I was born in. Well, that's not true. I was born in a city, and then I lived in the woods like this for close to 12 years, and then moved back to the city with my family when I was 14. I don't know, there's just something peaceful about, you know, being on an open road in the middle of the woods somewhere, hanging out. Seattle is 8 miles from here. What? Let's pull over. Let's see if we can go to Seattle. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the right track. Don't mind if you saw a little dirt on my shirt. I didn't cut through the forest on a Harley. I would have never done that. 10 miles? Oh, we're still 2 miles behind where we were. Whatever. I'll take it from here. Take it from... Oh, it's a fucking moose! Hello, friend. God, moose are beautiful. And they're way bigger than that. A moose, a full-grown bull moose like that with scoops that big, they probably stand 9 or 10 feet off the ground. They're definitely not the same height as an elk. They're way taller. They got legs like string beans, just stretched to all hell. I've only ever seen, I think, 3 moose, 1 bull in my entire life, and I've lived in Montana my whole life. And they're way more common here than they are in, you know, like Georgia or somewhere like that where it's more populated. I've also never seen a raccoon here in Montana, like ever in my entire life, and apparently we have raccoons. Never knew. Don't have a freaking clue when we got raccoons, or how long raccoons have been an issue here, or whatever. A little fox. Cute little guy. But yeah, apparently we have raccoons, which are called trash pandas, and are not as cuddly as pandas, apparently. Who knew? Apparently raccoons will, you know, bite your freaking face off. However, on the flip side of that coin, they're kind of smart, because they know that what they eat is mostly like leftovers of other animals, including when they dig into your trash and find your food and stuff. So most raccoons, if provided the opportunity or near enough to a water source, will actually wash their food before they eat it. Which is freaking crazy to me, that they are smart enough to wash their food. There's actually a super cute clip of a raccoon washing his cotton candy in a puddle, and the cotton candy just dissolves away into the water, and he gets all sad. Hence the me thinking they're cute part. They are not. There is no cute trash pandas, unfortunately. Red pandas, on the other hand, are a beautiful creature, and I have seen those at zoos. And they are awesome. They look like a fox mated with a panda bear, and they had a little fox panda offspring that like actually wants to hang around. Because foxes are super skittish by nature. They're like cats. But the red pandas are more like actual bears, where they'll actually come around you because they're not as a prey. Dang, coming up on what looks like the last little leg of our journey here. Cruising through the last little bit of the canyon. The last mile. Let's switch back to the first person mode. Get a view of the active speedometer and tachometer. I think it's kind of a bummer you never have to like fuel up in this game if you just go for a drive like this. You just get to kind of drive forever, which is in itself kind of cool, but you know, I would much rather have to fuel up. Gives it more of like a genuine feel. But no, I mean, all in all, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you came to my TED Talk and enjoyed. Looking forward to making a lot more content for you guys. Not exactly stagnant content or the exact same stuff every time. Just looking forward to living in the experience with you guys. Really getting to like enjoy everything about being able to do this as a job. As we stare into the mountain, I want to thank y'all, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the video. And as always, I hope you have a great